Hello, everybody. So I'm finally getting to those questions you wanted me to answer. Interesting. So, okay, first question. Are you married? Yes. Well, common law married in the state of Texas. I've been with my husband for going on 3 years, and yeah, by the state of Texas, we're considered married. Even when we introduce each other, we're always like, yes, this is my husband, and he's always like, this is my wife. So, yeah, I guess in our hearts and in our minds, we are married regardless of, legality, I guess. Second question. Do you like to cook? Not really. I don't. But I do because, well, my family's got to eat. Doesn't mean it's good. I still do it. So no, I really don't like to cook. Next question. Could you live without the internet? I believe I could. I mean, I just think that it's a good way to keep in contact with family and friends. Of course, there's like cell phones and texting and things like that, but not everybody has time to take out of their day and things like that to message you and let you know what's going on in their life, and I believe that like social media is a good way to keep in contact with family and friends. But I could live without it. My husband will probably think otherwise, but I could. What would your perfect day be? Probably me not having to do anything. Nothing at all. Maybe sleep the whole day. Probably be a good, go on a date with my husband, maybe, because that doesn't really happen that often. When are you the happiest? When am I the happiest? I guess it's just seeing my family happy, knowing that whatever I'm doing is, right, and everybody else is happy here. I would say that is what makes me the happiest. Knowing that my kids are happy, my husband's happy, everybody's happy here at the house. What's one thing on your bucket list? Ooh, good question. Skydiving? Yeah, I definitely want to do that. Skydiving and taking a trip to Ireland. I always see pictures and things like that, and I want to go, like, see for myself exactly, what it's about. It looks so pretty. Do you drink coffee or tea? I do drink coffee every now and then, especially if I feel like I need it. Like this morning, I'm drinking some coffee. But usually it's like sugar-free type of thing. What is your favorite childhood candy? I have one that I really, really love. And I don't know if it's like a childhood candy, but Twizzlers. I love Twizzlers. Like, it's hard to go on a diet, especially like if it's sugar-free kind of diet, like a keto diet, and I have to give them up because I love them. My husband actually went and got me a whole pound of Twizzlers because I was upset with him and he thought it would make things better. And it did. For a little while. Okay. Do you prefer cats or dogs? Definitely dogs. I'm a dog person, not a cat person. And not just any dog person. Bigger dogs. No, I don't do little dogs. What are your long-term goals? I guess to be financially stable and actually be able to buy a home for, my kids and stuff to grow up in. Just something that they can call home, What do you do for a living? I'm a stay-at-home mom for a majority of the, time. But I am a wedding officiant, so I do, by appointment, weddings. What in your life do you feel most thankful for? My family. Especially like my husband, because he came in, out of nowhere. There's a glare, sorry. He just came in out of nowhere and became the person that we were needing in our lives, structurally. He came in right after my dad had passed away, and kind of like picked up all the broken pieces of our family, and even still to this day, he's still doing that. It's very hard, to have like a father that has been there for you through anything and everything, be there, and then just out of nowhere not there anymore. So I'm very thankful for my husband, for what he does for our family, being there, taking over in a lot of areas where, my father would. Also, being a father to my 3 kids, because their dads really have not been a part of their lives since they were born. So they really didn't know what it was like to have a father in their lives. And he is showing them exactly what it's like to have a father. And I'm very thankful for him. I mean, he's the one thing that I'm really thankful for. And also our health and things like that. If you can have lunch with someone alive or dead, who would it be? Definitely my dad. I definitely miss my dad. What is your favorite season and why? I would say autumn, because it's like the perfect weather all the time. If you had to be forced to eat one kind of food for the rest of your life, what would it be? I don't know. Like, that's such a hard question. I don't know. Because, like, I like a variety of foods, not just one. Pork rinds. I love pork rinds, so it's not a food, it's like a snack, but I'll just say that. What really makes you angry? Wow. What makes me angry? When people don't listen to me. I hate, like, especially when I'm trying to talk and communicate, express my feelings, express my thoughts. Like, I hate it when people, like, interrupt me, because, like, I always forget what I'm saying and I get sidetracked. So if you interrupt me when I'm saying, like, expressing myself, then I get upset, because I lose track. I'm trying to move the camera to where there's not a glare on my glasses, but it doesn't seem to be working. Okay. What does a successful relationship look like to you? Does that even exist? I don't know. I guess being able to communicate, voice, problems reasonably. Giving the other person a chance to speak what's on their mind and listening and taking it in and not just letting it be one-sided. Communication is, key to any relationship, I guess. And I'm not one to give relationship advice to because, well, I have my own problems. What was your upbringing like? Well, we didn't have a whole lot, but we had what we needed. And my dad worked very hard to provide, and my mom also, did her best and everything. We had a good, upbringing. Once I hit my teenage years, that's when things got rough, but that's because of me and my own stubbornness. But other than that, my parents were good. They were, strict when they needed to be strict. I never got into any real trouble. And, I don't know if you can hear my kids in the background. But yeah, everything they did, I knew they did to provide for us, so. What have you learned from past relationships? I've learned, I don't know what I've learned. I just know that what I've been through and what I know I don't want to go through again. That's pretty much the basics. What's one thing people would never know about you just by looking at you? Good question. Not a lot of people know this, but I have chronic lymphocytic leukemia. And you wouldn't really tell, if you're looking at me. So that's, one thing that people really don't know about me. I have some good days, I have some bad days, and, right now. So yeah, other than that, I mean, it's at the point right now where it's like stable and it's at its dormant state, and hopefully it can stay that way. Doctors that, that I've talked to have said that, it can be in its dormant state for my whole life and nothing happened. It's just the side effects is what's getting to me. But that's one thing that a whole lot of people don't know is that I have leukemia. And I guess that completes all the questions you guys wanted me to answer. So next time, subscribe, hit the notifications so that you can see when my next video comes out.